Shalom, and welcome to the Jewish Federation of Grand Rapids Annual Meeting, a Year in Review 2023. We will begin this year's annual meeting with Haftiva, Israel's national anthem, followed by the Star-Spangled Banner. Thank you to our JFGR board and community members for being with us this evening, in person or on Zoom, and celebrating the achievements of our Grand Rapids Jewish Federation. The mission of the Jewish Federation of Grand Rapids is to build and sustain the local and global Jewish community by maximizing philanthropic resources and volunteer efforts, as well as providing social, cultural, educational, and wellness opportunities. Vision statement: to engage and inspire a vibrant and flourishing Jewish community through philanthropy and community. Campaign 2023, We Belong. This year, the theme of Campaign 2023 was We Belong. We Belong means to be accepted as a member of our Jewish community. It involves feeling a sense of connection, acceptance, and identification with others. Belonging is associated with feeling valued, understood, and supported by those around you. When we belong, we can unite for common goals, even if we come from diverse backgrounds or perspectives. We work collectively toward achieving shared objectives or purpose. We Belong allows us to create a life of meaning and connection inspired by Jewish values. When we can increase engagement in Jewish life, foster resilient and secure Jewish communities, ensure continuity of the Jewish people, enhance the quality of Jewish life, and help build a strong, unified Jewish community in West Michigan and beyond. Although we did not reach our goal of $515,000, Campaign 2023 was successful. Campaign dollars raised were $491,138. This is something to celebrate. We received 47 new campaign gifts. These gifts come from community members who have never given in past campaigns or community members that have now returned to campaign. The Federation is grateful to the Padnos Foundation and Hy and Greta Berkowitz Foundation for their matching grant incentives. L'Ador Vador Endowment. The Endowment Committee is made up of the Jewish Federation of Grand Rapids, Temple Emmanuel, Congregation Ahavas Israel, and the United Jewish School. Funds are managed by the Granite Group. The L'Ador Vador Endowment Funds are invested for long-term stable growth while also generating sufficient income to allow for the distribution of a 5% return to each of the fund's owners. We see that in the total value of the L'Ador Vador endowment funds, as of April 30th, the accounts reported a balance of over $11 million. Of note, the fund's balances increased by an additional contribution of $1,350,000 and is reduced by distributions of $479,659 requested by many of the fund's beneficiaries. The year-to-date information is a gain of 8.73% for 2024. Please consider contributing to or setting up a L'Ador Vador endowment fund to help ensure the future of our Jewish community. We would like to thank the JFGR board members, Judy Joseph and Karen Padnos, for establishing the Community Endowment Funds in January 1st of 2021 and securing the future of the Grand Rapids Jewish community. With these important campaign dollars raised, we are able to continue to provide social service relief to Jewish organizations internationally and help those in need in our local Grand Rapids Jewish community. This is the true meaning of tzedakah. With one gift to the Federation, you can touch more lives across the planet than with any other organization. Your donation supports, strengthens, and secures our Jewish community. Thank you to our donors for your generous support. Social services. Helene Sherman is in charge of Federation's social service programs. In addition to providing fun and engaging programs, she works with individuals and families in need and assists them in finding resources that will help in their current situations. Helene spends hours of her day speaking to members of our community who are experiencing physical and mental health issues, food insecurity, job loss, anti-Semitism, bullying, harassment, transportation needs, and more. The Jewish Federation of Grand Rapids is here for our community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Hanukkah Adopt-A-Family. Our Hanukkah Adopt-A-Family 2023 was successful thanks to the generosity of our community. We had a total of 28 donors. We were able to provide generous Meyer gift cards to 36 individuals, couples, and family members with children. These recipients are all members of our Jewish community and are clients of Federation or affiliated with Temple Emmanuel, Congregation Ahavas Israel, the United Jewish School, and Chabad of West Michigan. We have received numerous telephone calls, emails, and handwritten cards from appreciative recipients. Thank you again for your support. PJ Library, a program of the Jewish Federation of Grand Rapids and the Harold Grinspoon Foundation. What started out in 2005 as a small project in Western Massachusetts has now grown to affect the lives of millions of Jewish children, birth to age 12, worldwide. Books are translated into 7 languages and then delivered to over 680,000 children each month across more than 35 countries. A fun fact, in 2022, the Grinspoon Foundation celebrated the delivery of its 50 millionth free book to a Jewish child. Locally, the PJ Library program has 131 children enrolled and 102 families participating. Each book subscription costs $60. Through the generosity of the Grinspoon Foundation, they pay $18 for each subscription. This way, books are sent to children in our community for free. We are grateful to the Fox Family Endowment, who funds our PJ Library program. Tom Fox, of blessed memory, loved his family and children, and he wanted to extend this happiness to our community and believed the PJ Library was an excellent way to impact Jewish life locally by giving this very special gift of literacy. Thank you to the Harold Grinspoon Foundation for your continued partnership with the Jewish Federation of Grand Rapids, mailing books of Jewish content directly to children's mailboxes. Thank you to Helene Sherman for serving as the PJ Library Program Coordinator and helping to make community events extra special for children and tweens with books, crafts, bounce houses, and more. David and Susan Samrick Youth Scholarship Fund. This year, 17 local Jewish children received camp scholarships to Jewish camps. These camp scholarships were made possible by the David and Susan Samrick Youth Scholarship Fund. A very special thank you to Susan, who gave a supplemental gift this year to make sure that every child that applied to camp received a generous scholarship. Emergency loans. The Federation provides emergency loans to individuals and families who are struggling or in crisis situations. We have received calls from community members who have lost their jobs, experienced a death in their family, or have significant health challenges where they are in need of extra dollars. The Federation is here to assist and make a plan to help the person in need. In these special cases, we not only provide a loan, but referral services as well. Shalom Baby Bags and Welcome Bags. We continue to outreach and engage families by delivering Shalom Welcome Bags and Shalom Baby Bags to our newest community members. This year, we delivered 15 welcome bags and 6 new baby bags. It is our hope that we reach out and connect with all new Jewish individuals and families in our Grand Rapids community and welcome them. The Finkelstein-Levin Community Picnic. On July 20th, 2023, members of the community gathered for the annual Finkelstein-Levin Community Picnic at Manhattan Park in East Grand Rapids. Festivities included a barbecue, shaved ice, PJ Library crafts, a bounce house, a juggler, and activities for children. Special thank you to the Finkelstein and Levin families for providing the community with this fun and engaging summer celebration. Women's Philanthropy Luncheon. The Women's Lion and Pomegranate Luncheon was held on Wednesday, August 2nd at noon at the home of Julie and Evan Rossio in Grand Rapids. Thank you to Marnie Vin, who spoke about the importance of Jewish women's philanthropy, a most successful endeavor created in 1972 by Norma Kipnis Wilson and Toby Friedland for the Miami Women's Division campaign. This impactful Federation program brings women of all ages together in order to play an essential role in creating social justice, healing the sick, feeding the hungry, preserving human dignity, and building Jewish identity. Today, more than 16,000 women worldwide proudly wear the Gold Lion of Judah or pomegranate pin to signify their commitment. Annually, $205 million are donated by women to the Jewish Federation of North America. Marnie's presentation was followed by special guest Cindy Myers Foley, Director and CEO of the Grand Rapids Art Museum, who spoke about her role and ways to strengthen the relationship between Graham and Federation, as well as ideas for future joint programs. This year, we are pleased to welcome Megan Yost to the Pomegranate Society. Megan is the daughter of Peg and Mort of blessed memory Finkelstein. Megan is a member of Temple Emmanuel, along with her husband Jason and 2 children, Jacob and Lily. Megan volunteers her time in the Temple archives and at the cemetery. The Federation's campaign kickoff 2023, We Belong, took place on Wednesday, September 13th, 2023 at the Embassy Suites of Grand Rapids. The evening included remarks from Chad Zagel, Helene Sherman, Michelle Young, and blessings from Rabbi Yosef Weingarten. Comedian Corey Kahani filled the room with laughter and cheer. Israel at War, Professor Yael Aronoff. On Sunday, November 5th, 2023, we gathered for a special community program at Temple Emmanuel to hear Professor Yael Aronoff Serling, Chair of Israel Studies at MSU, on the current situation in Israel. In addition, we heard firsthand accounts from members of our sister community in Israel, Kibbutz Ein Dor, on how these horrific days have impacted their lives. Canning on the Ridge, a program for Sukkot with Marcia Brookins, took place on Monday, October 23 at Temple Emmanuel. Workshop participants learned how to make applesauce from scratch and preserve it. The whole process from picking the apple to opening a jar of applesauce was covered. During the workshop, guests enjoyed coffee, local apple cider, and Marcia's homemade apple slices. Each participant received a quart of Marcia's homemade applesauce, apples, and fun recipes to try at home. The program was a delicious success. United Against Hate, Identifying and Reporting Acts of Hate, from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the West District of Michigan. The United States Against Hate program took place on Thursday, November 2nd. The program was sponsored by the Federation, Temple Emmanuel, Congregation Ahavas Israel, and the Chabad of West Michigan, in partnership with the federal and local law enforcement and Grand Rapids Jewish community leaders, to discuss effective strategies in the prevention and response to hate crime incidents and civil rights violations. Community Hanukkah Roller Skating Party. The Community Hanukkah Roller Skating Party took place on Sunday, December 10th, 2023 at the Grand Rapids Skate and Event Center. There were over 150 people in attendance, a bounce house, and PJ Library Crafts. The event was sponsored by the Federation, the United Jewish School, Temple Emmanuel, Congregation Ahavas Israel, and the Chabad of West Michigan. Purim Carnival. The Purim Carnival took place on Sunday, March 24th, 2024 at Temple Emmanuel. This event was sponsored by the Federation of Grand Rapids, Temple Emmanuel, Congregation Ahavas Israel, United Jewish School, and the Chabad of West Michigan. The event was very well attended by 175 people. A fun time was had by children, teens, parents, and grandparents. A special thank you to the Rosenzweig Coopersmith family for their generous support. Hag Purim Sameach. The Jewish Film Festival. One of the brightest programs of the year was the Jewish Film Festival, which took place from May 5th through May 7th, 2024. The program was sponsored by the Rosenzweig Coopersmith family and held at Celebration Cinema North in Grand Rapids. The first night of the festival fell on Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day, Israel's day of commemoration for the 6 million Jews murdered in the Holocaust by Nazi Germany. In commemoration of Yom HaShoah, the first film shown was Unbroken, written, produced, and directed by Beth Lane. Beth's film has received national attention and is being shown in Jewish film festivals around the country. Barbara and Mark Gerson had invested in the production of the film and assisted the Federation in bringing Beth Lane to town for the opening night. Beth Lane's visit created a buzz in the air for the festival, and we were sold out opening night with a guest list of 128 people. The evening began with a community dinner and presentations by our former board chair, David Alfonso, followed by remarks from Barbara and Mark Gerson and Beth Lane. At the conclusion of the dinner, we watched the movie, followed by a Q&A facilitated by Kyle Coyers, Associate Director of the Kaufman Interfaith Institute at Grand Valley State University. The film Delegation was shown on the second night of the festival. The film tells the story of a group of Israeli teenagers who come to Poland for a tour of the Holocaust memorial sites. On the final night of the festival, the lovely and loving documentary Remembering Gene Wilder was shown. This year's film festival was a great success and exceeded expectations of our budget. A total of over $6,000 of sponsorships and tickets were sold. The film festival audience was composed of members of our community and secular members as well, many of whom explained that they want to understand and learn more about Jewish faith and customs. In these uncertain times, having the support of our secular friends is of the utmost importance. Henry Pesca Art and Poetry Contest. The second annual Henry Pesca Art and Poetry Contest took place on Monday, May 6, 2024, Holocaust Remembrance Day, at the Frederick Meyer Gardens and Sculpture Park in Grand Rapids. The award ceremony celebrated the top 10 finalists in grades 6 through 12 and offered students, parents, teachers, administrators, and dignitaries the opportunity to visit the West Michigan Holocaust Memorial, Ways to Say Goodbye, by artist Ariel Schlesinger. The sculpture was generously donated by the Pesca family in honor of their father Henry and the 6 million Jews that perished in the Holocaust. Guests had an opportunity to view the students' artwork at the gardens, and student artwork will be on display through the month of June. The theme for the 2023-24 contest is hope. How do art and writing not only create historical context for human experiences, but also offer hope in the face of tragedy? The prompt, that's the difficulty in these times. Ideals, dreams, and cherished hopes rise within us, only to meet the horrible truth and be shattered. It's really a wonder that I haven't dropped all of my ideals, because they seem so absurd and impossible to carry out. Yet I keep them, because in spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart. An excerpt from Anne Frank, A Diary of a Young Girl. This year, there were 23 entries received from students from 9 school districts. A special thank you to our JFGR board members, Elizabeth Christofferson, Sandy Sims, and Michelle Young, who served as judges for the contest. 16 teachers participated and incorporated the 6 hours of Michigan State-mandated Holocaust education curriculum in their classrooms. The contest continues to expand and reach students throughout West Michigan. In 2022-23, the inaugural year of the contest, 6 school districts participated. The keynote speaker at the event was Liza Weimer, author of the award-winning book, The Assignment. Liza is also a champion at speaking on difficult topics to students in grades 6 through 12. The Henry Pesca Art and Poetry Contest is made possible by the Jewish Federation of Grand Rapids, WGVU PBS, Kaufman Interfaith Institute, GRAM, Grand Rapids Public Art Museum, ADL Michigan, and the Frederick Meyer Garden and Sculpture Park. Partnership Together. The Federation is working hard at bridging the gap between the United States and Israel. Community members Daphna Kaufman, Marnie Vinn, and Sandy Sims are working diligently to maintain communication with our sister city, Kibbutz Ein Dor. The partnership program fosters people-to-people relationships between Michigan and the Central Galilee region in Israel. We have remained in close contact with Ein Dor. In November, we hosted the program Israel at War. Not soon after, we raised $1,500 from local supporters to purchase much-needed headlamps for the guards on the kibbutz, providing 24/7 security. We look forward to celebrating holidays together. On Hanukkah, we met over Zoom to light the menorah. On Purim, we sent cards to Ein Dor with our well wishes, and they emailed us back with individual notes of thanks. Each week, we communicate through a WhatsApp chat and our own Facebook group, sharing Shabbat wishes, photos from our lives, and personal updates. The partnership program has enabled us to not only connect with the Israels in Eindor, but also to become like family. We stand together. In this unprecedented time of tragedy, we stand in total solidarity with the people of Israel. We pray for their safety and remain committed to doing everything we can to alleviate suffering and support efforts since the tragedy of October 7th. Swords of Iron, Israel Crisis Campaign. Thank you to the following community members who supported the JFNA Swords of Iron campaign. The war declared by the State of Israel against the Hamas terrorist organization in response to the surprise attack launched by Hamas on Saturday morning, Simchat Torah, October 7, 2023. The dollars raised are separate from Campaign 2023 and were given directly to those in need by JFNA. Thank you to the 34 community members who gave selflessly and made a difference in the aftermath of tragedy. Thank you, Todah Rabbah. Jewish tradition teaches us that humanity must play an active role in the world. Thank you to our outstanding volunteers. You shine brightly while helping others. Jewish leaders display strengths and weaknesses, respond swiftly, express deep emotions, and even err in judgment. Yet ultimately, they exemplify unswerving belief in God and humanity. They lead their families, their towns, their tribes, and even the nation as part of their mission or destiny. Thank you to the following 2023-24 board members for your compassion, expertise, and leadership. Prayer for peace. Oseh shalom bimrumav, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'kol Yisrael vimrum amen.